Hi, welcome to Clearly Homemade Saturday Night Live event, the Giraffe Shoe. As usual, I am doing my 5 minutes early to make sure everything is set up correctly for the actual video itself. Okay, I'm just doing a little bit of work, try to get something that was just not feeling right about it. You know, so this is different from what I did yesterday. I added the color, the base color to the giraffe. I'm debating whether or not this is actually the right color, but too late now, right? Right, okay. And I did add the part, you know, where the foot would go in. It's a long boot. And I added some dots around here to show that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ourselves set up. And awesome. And I had to do this early today. The husband, baby, and I are going out to a social gathering, which we never do. It's kind of weird. Okay. But we decided, you know what, the hey, it's close by. It's a Saturday. Going to a barbecue place, you know, good times. And I did show my customer this, and she's thrilled. And she said that fantasy or a normal looking giraffe is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it normal looking, and then if I, you know, she decides, we'll add the fantasy colors afterwards. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share this. And Hubs as the baby. It's going to be fine. Probably sharing it to too many people, but whatever. I think, there we go. That should be okay. I want to send it to you. Why not? Great. Yeah. This is really early. Like, this is totally throwing my whole day away. It's kind of weird. And I do have to get the videos uploaded. I know this. I'm sorry. I have not done that yet. But I definitely will be doing it tomorrow, which is good. Okay. What's going on with the lights? See. Oh, okay. So the video on my phone is different than the video on my laptop. Coloring is about the same. I'll show you guys. Look. It's a Fruit Loop out of clay. We're making a few of these and then making them into earrings, because why not? What the hey. Awesome. And we have the colors. I already have the colors out for the spots and for the face. And I am trying to do that realistic look. We're going to see how well that happens. So I thought this was light enough. I'm not. Should I wait? Okay, so officially 4:30. Wonderful. Thank you very much for joining me on this early edition of the Saturday Night Live event. We are working on the giraffe shoe that I started. I got a custom order. The customer's like, I want something for my best friend. She likes giraffes. Can you make a giraffe figurine? I said, I can. You try, you know. And then she's like, I'm like, well, doesn't she like shoes? And she does. And I said, well, why don't I make a giraffe head shoe? And I was originally just going to make a pair of like a shoe that looked with giraffe print, but we decided to make a giraffe head instead. And this is what we have so far. I have never made a giraffe head before in my life. I don't really do figures, but this is what we have so far. I did do some work and compared to yesterday. I added the color to it. I did the indent for where the shoe goes. I will be looking into getting, maybe doing clay to make it look like laces, and we're going to have, you know, the stitching around the side. So let's go ahead and get started. So according to my picture, it's going to be a light brown and then dark brown for the spots. So I have the light brown right here. We're going to cover the head. And after we cover the head, we're going to, I'm really wondering if I did the right color. What was it? I was looking at this, and this is what made it look like that. The customer liked it, you know, so I guess that's really all that matters. Okay, so we're going to do another layer on here. I could do mica powder instead, or I could layer clay. Clay would probably be the easiest. So I have to figure out the best way to put this on. So we're going to do, now I already made a line to how far down it's going to go. So the brown's going to go here, up around here on the ears. You know, I might just do mica powder. It's a lot of work to do this. And I know I wanted to do the spots in the brown though. No, that's easy enough. They're relatively rectangular in spots. So we do have bronze, antique bronze, and we have super bronze. Maybe we'll do bronze, give it a nice little light color. So let's do that. Let's do that. You know what? Let's see what it looks like first. No, this is Pearl X 660. This is bronze antique. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a look. See how that looks. That's a color. That's not the color I'm looking for. I might actually have to do that. Let's see the super bronze done. Yeah, no, that's definitely more of a copper look. I don't really have brown. I have all of them but brown. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go with clay. Great. Wonderful. Okay, so let me just do strips of clay at a time. This is done on 8. Should be on 9. Let me do it on 9. And then what I do is I layer the clay on top of it. Like this was white and then I layered onto that. So we're gonna go, I already made that line to show where we're gonna go. Now the nose is gonna be black. There we go, see, just like that. And then this right here is gonna be black. So we're gonna move that over there. And we do have to make sure that we're going to get our eyelids done. I did not get a chance to really work on that before. So that'll be exciting. And we're going to want to cut this. You don't want to have too much of an overlap. No, that is black clay to make that inside. And the stitching is pretty easy to do. I just wanted to see what it looked like when I did it. You know, I haven't sound yet. Well, Bubba, my child, did not want to sleep yesterday, so I decided to do clay work instead. And for the first time ever, we slept in his room, which was weird. I know it's my house, but it's not my bedroom. You know what I mean? That was weird. I'm gonna go smoosh it. Okay. Go. Make this, make sure it's not going over the black. I had a really hard time with this black last night. I should look at the picture again. Better if I did that. There we go. So making it brown. I'm kind of happy to have this overlap right there to make it actually look like it's, you know, separate from this. Never done a shoe before either, so this whole thing has been an experience to say the least. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this right here, right on the eye. We have to figure out how we're doing the eyelash. I was talking last night that I think I'm gonna use a feather to give it that really, you know, eyelashy look to it. Okay, so this does not need to be covered in clay. Let me take this off because it's supposed to stop about right there. That nose is supposed to be black, so I don't know if I have enough black for that. That I actually might have to do in mica powder, so I'm going to leave this here like this. The nose comes down to here, and then it's going to be black. I have a little bit of work to do on the nose. This is definitely a project and a half. I don't think I understood how much actually went into this, which is not surprising considering I never know. Okay, so you see the difference in color there. Well, after you see that color right there, you look under it, it stays like that. And then the spots start about right here. So we're going to give this here an idea. And I know it's not perfect, okay? But we're going to do, we're going to leave this color here like this. Even though I think this is supposed to be white. And then probably leave it like this color. So we're gonna leave it like this. And then we're gonna add the dots for stitching right here. The dots for stitching right here. Because this is where the giraffe pattern is gonna start. So you know what, I think this should be an okay color. Let's go ahead and get the brown started on the other side. I'm making sure that I'm getting all the sides I need. And I do like this color. This is a very nice color. Just like that. You know, it would actually be easier if I used my tools. Nice straight edge. It's so much easier doing it that way. Okay. Now, I'm going to have to fix that part there too. Okay, so this is fine. I'm trying to make sure. Where's the line? There's the line right there. Okay. You can always add, you know, because it's so warm in here, it's easier enough to smear the clay to get what I want. I want this to be folded over. Make sure I'm not so many layers of clay. Make sure you guys can see that. Okay, put this over here a little bit more. Okay. I'll have to put a little bit of clay right there to make it more even looking. Okay. Very good, great. Smear. Of course, I have to do the horns and stuff in this color too. This is going to go in the oven for like ever. Okay, so when you look at the nose, it goes right under the nose like that. So we don't need that part right there. Let's smear this over. Remember, we're going to do a mica powder for the dusting on the nostrils. And this has to come off. And I know it's supposed to be a more angular look for the lip. So we're going to try to do that like that. Let's see if that works. So it's less horse, more giraffe. Okay. Cover that right there. You know, I can always add a little bit right there to make it, you know, smoother. Use this, and we're going to make it come, let's see, right on the side right there. I'm going to bubble. It's easy enough. Okay, it's supposed to come right under the nose. Let's go like that. Wonderful. Okay, so we notice that little bit right there, right? Well, so we got little pieces of clay for it. Cover that up. Smear it. Make sure you're not seeing any of the ecru underneath, because that's ecru. By the way, that's what this color is. Okay. And then this is supposed to be the black right there. Make sure, so I knew there's a reason why I kept this piece here. So we're going to go like this. And get a line going across. All it is a layer of clay at a time. Okay, wonderful. So let's go ahead and add the nose right there. Get all the bubbles out, because you're going to see them after you bake them. It's not going to be very nice looking. Okay, look at that. So far, not too bad. We're following the pattern that we want. Then we have to take a look over here. And then I'm going to go make a line underneath to see we're following around the same. Okay. Oh, even enough, right? Right, great. Now let's do the rest of it in brown. Oh, no, wait, hold on. So, okay, so apparently I'm missing a bit back here, but that's fine, whatever. It looks cool, you know. It's Giraffe Shoe. Okay, make sure this gets moved over a little bit. There we go. It's starting to get warm in here, which means my clay is going to start melting a little faster to make it easier for me. Hooray! Okay, so the ears and stuff are all the same color. So we're going to look at that brown over here. And it doesn't show on the back where the spots start. It does, it does. So this, I'm going to add this like this. I'm doing this because there's a mane back here as well. You know, starts up like here. Let me look at this one. Giraffe head. Back. There we go. The back of a giraffe head. And it's a little bit of a line. It's not as thick as this. So let's go move that line a little bit more like that. There we go. And then we can definitely see. They're very knobby animals. That's fair. I think we're going to do the dark brown for that. I think that would work well. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep getting these strips put on. And then the pattern's going to start right up here. So the pattern is here. The pattern goes right about here, actually. That's a good spot to start the pattern. So let's bring that around the ear and do more stitching. All right, so we're going to do the pattern. Starts by the eye. That way we can color this in brown. We're going to just have it come right above the ear. Wonderful. I'm going to go right there by the eye. And that part is all going to be brown. The back isn't 100% even, but I like it, you know? I like the way that looks. Okay, so pattern, brown. Okay. And then we're going to put the hair right here. Okay, apparently the pattern, we're going to do the ears in the brown. This is a mix of whatever brown I use. I don't remember the name of it. Mixed with, I don't know what colors, probably beige, probably some white. Okay. Got a nice coat. Giraffe looks like a giraffe. How about this? Remember, if you ever do something that you don't think is correct, and you don't want to go through the effort of, or rather, you don't want to have to start from scratch, just put it that way, you can always say, it's your artistic interpretation of what it is. As an artist, I am allowed to take liberties with the subjects. Take a look at Salvador Dali's work. I stumbled across an article on Facebook, and Salvador Dali did Alice in Wonderland. And you know that it's Alice in Wonderland because you can recognize key elements that show you that it's Alice in Wonderland. I am not comparing myself to Salvador Dali with his wonderful dripping clocks and his thin-legged elephants. I'm a big, big fan of him. In fact, my desktop background right now is Salvador Dali caterpillar. It's incredible looking. And honestly, if I had money for a tattoo, I would be getting that as a tattoo. Like, for real, for real. I don't know where. I have a lot of space left with my 15 tattoos. They're all over the place. But I would definitely be getting a Salvador Dali tattoo of the caterpillar. I like the clocks too. Big fan of that. I don't have color printer. I don't have color ink. So otherwise I would just print it out. And to make something like that into vinyl would be incredible. A lot of work. Okay. Cats, just chucking cats in water. That's terrible. Checking cats at water and photographing it. What? Did he do that? Because, you know what? I can't say anything because people were photographing throwing cucumbers at cats. You know, like, it's kind of horrible. And then people were videoing throwing cheese at the faces of babies. I never understood that. Like, if you throw it at a baby and baby took one wrong, you know, breed at that time, they would suffocate off of a slice of cheese. No way, man, no way. No, I have not seen that dolly photograph. I have not seen all of them. I have seen some of them. I should spend time in doing that. And then introducing my child to it instead of just YouTube all the time. Okay, so with the giraffe, the tips of the ears are black, or the horns, or whatever these are black. So that's going to be dusted in mica powder as well. And I do have a little bit black left. Oh, you're going to link this? I got to click it. Hold on. I love it. I love that picture so much. That is awesome. It's great. Thanks. I needed that today. My child is being Brucifer. That's awesome. Okay. Wonderful. Yep. We're going to do... Now this person, the picture on this one shows the ears being white in the back. I wonder if there's just different colored giraffes, and I don't know what I'm doing here, which is entirely probable. So we're going to do brown. We're going to do brown, and we're going to leave the inside to be this color here. It looks more like an antelope. I love it. As long as you like your work, or your customer likes your work, that's all that matters. Art critics are just ridiculous. I was watching, I know this is going to be a weird example. My child loves a show called Oddbods. And in Oddbods, there's zero dialogue. Okay, it's one of the reasons why I like it, because it makes you look at them and see how they react with body language and things like that. Body language is very, very important. I believe that body language is a course that should be taught in high school, at least, like a freshman year, because not everybody understands what body language is. Body language, if you do know how to read it, allows you to pick up visual cues from a person to make sure that you're not, you know, intruding on personal space, seeing that they are upset, they need help, you know, for people who may be otherwise incapable of communication. You know, and you can tell when somebody's lying because their body language, you know, indicates that they're lying. Like, you know, look at their eyes and stuff like that. I forgot where I was going with this. I haven't had enough coffee. I had 1 cup. I had 1 cup and 3 sips. Body language is very, very important. Yes, so Oddbods. Okay, there we go. So Oddbods, you have to watch what they're doing and seeing how they react. So my child is picking up how body language indicates how you're feeling. Now, is he really putting into practice? Not really, but you know what? It's something for a start. I forgot why I like Oddbods and why I brought that up. At least I remembered it was Oddbods. This, folks, is my normal memory. It is wonderful. Okay, there we go. That nice brown ear. Super easy. I was putting the yellow in it yesterday. I'm like, wow, this looks like earwax, which looked pretty terrible. You can't have that. So we wanted it to be covering this portion here. There we go. Okay, yes, so I remember now. There it was. With the Oddbods, there was an episode they had where this one person wanted to be an artist that was, you know, the critics loved. I'll make Honestly, I think they're just doing it for money. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But the thing is, no matter what pictures he took, you know, there's somebody who was creating, they put like an apple on a book or something. And then the art critics loved it. You know that the creators of the show were making fun of the art critics because they think that something like that is freaking awesome, but yet they won't actually acknowledge real talent. That's what I got out of it anyway. And that's what all that's about. Okay, we're gonna do eyelashes on this dude as soon as I'm doing this. I kind of like how that brown looks like with the ecru. Make sure that the brown is not, the ecru is not showing too much. We're gonna have barbecue tonight. I'm so excited. Okay, there we go. There we go. There, great. I'm gonna have fun with the eyelashes, with the eyes, because you need a couple layers to really give the dimension of the giraffe. Okay, wonderful brown. Then we're gonna do those spots here. Okay, my shoe. Now let's get brown on the other side. I happen to have a piece that should be big enough right here. Fold it right there. The neat thing about clay is you can just fold it as you need to get it to where you want it to be. You don't actually have to follow the exact shape. I like that because with vinyl, you have to follow the whole thing. Like, you cannot fix it or mold it, and it can be very, very difficult to use when you're doing like a glass or something. You know? There we go. Now, when I was making this, it originally kind of looked like a dragon. I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe I'll make a dragon shoe next. Any reason to play with clay, to be honest with you. This is mostly aluminum foil, but it's still going to have to go in the oven for a decent amount of time. Yeah, look at that. Kind of looks like it's supposed to. Remember, we're keeping the yellow right there. Put some brown in here. These are painted glass Capicons right there. Painted in black. Cannot find anything on a giraffe eye to indicate color. So I figured it's safer just to go with black. So all the pictures seem to be looking like black as well. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use this tool. I'll smoosh that in right there. Make sure we don't have any bubbles because you can see them. Make sure we get the brown where we want the brown. And now we are good with coloring for this part. We're gonna have to do the black right here. So let me actually, you know what, I can probably use a little piece of black for that. I might have just enough for that. Use my machine. I thought I put some over here. I did. And they got mixed up with some of the ecru, which is fine. This is not the right color brown either. You know what? Whatever. Whatever. Look at the face. It's kind of what to do. Okay, so now I'm going to do the brown for the nose, or the black for the nose. So we're going to put a little bit. Oh no, it's starting to rain. Okay, and we're going to do black right there. Okay, so we're going to take our tool, and we're going to do our fingers first. Make it shape. Okay, I'm going to smush that in. Make sure that this is going to color the nostril that I want. Okay, so that's supposed to be brown just like that. Good, 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 good. This is supposed to be here on the nostril, and this is supposed to come down just like that. Good, good, good. We're going to need more black to do the nose and the mouth. See, because it's so warm, I'm able to manipulate the clay, move it around to shape it, which is pretty neat. And of course, I do have the extra. I make sure I'm not using my absolute last color, you know, to make sure we're not going to run into the, oh no, I need that one more color, you know, I made a mistake or whatever the case may be. I wonder if I should put black around here too. These guys are getting squished. Okay. So just too much that color right there. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the machine a few times. Smush it. All of this for the face, and I haven't even gotten to the spots yet, which are the best part, in my opinion. Okay, so let's go ahead and look on the side. How big does that come out? I figured I'd be better figuring out how to do a giraffe because I grew up with Toys R Us, you know. Okay, so let's go smush your face like this. Whoop. Cheating a little bit. Okay. Let's bring this down a little bit. I am going to have to do a little bit more ecru to provide that with. Okay, I got here. Good. Yeah, we're going to need to do ecru for this. I'm going to give it more of a straight line than what I'm doing now. So having ecru to overlap it would be a good idea. Okay, I think I have my mouse. I did. So let's go bring it over here. Wonderful. And do it right here. It's supposed to go like this. And like this. And voila. See? Nice straight line for the most part. There you go. As long as you don't smush it down, it's totally adjustable. That's what you got to do. Make sure it's not on here. I definitely have to do something right there. There we go. Get my nose tool. Okay, so I put the black right there. It's going to provide the black on the inside of the nose, which is very important. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so the mouth is going to come over. Well, it looks like the lips are like right here. What this person's doing. We'll go around like that. Move this over a little bit. Color it in. Make sure this is all set up. The neat thing about doing these layers also is that you're going to get more stability for what you have underneath it, which is nice. You don't have to worry about it falling off. Got a spot. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what we can do now is let's take a look at that line again. Yeah, smushed a bit. Okay. I'm gonna go bring it up. I'm gonna go that line. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, this needs to come up a little bit. Okay, and of course we're gonna have to start doing that. So this is where the stripes are gonna start. We're gonna keep this the color here. And I'm gonna do, the last thing I'll be doing is the dots around it, you know, on the shoe case or the shoelaces and stuff. So we're gonna make a smiling giraffe. Or not, I don't like that. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna start doing the spots. And that we're gonna use a darker color. Although I think they use this color, I want to do this one. So these are like squares. There we go. Let's do, we can cut it like this. And you know, as we saw with the other clay, these are pretty easy to maneuver around. So you can just make a whole bunch of them. You know, different sizes, same size. Just go from there. So the little ones are going to go up top. So we're going to do little ones. Okay. So little ones. So let's go with the spots. That is too big. We're going to need super little. I'm going to put one like right here. I call this the geometric giraffe. Now the clay is very thin. Put something, can I have it sit? Yeah, just like that. That's not gonna work. We definitely need some smaller spots for the face. And it's good to have the rough edges. The spots are not specific, not exactly straight edges. Like this. Okay. Like this down here. Oh, if that was lightning. Do oh my goodness, ridiculous. Sticking to everything. There we go. For that, I'm going to smear it in a little bit. Let's give it, I'm working this over. Okay, that can just come off. Okay, this right there. Okay, I like the difference in the colors. Make these really small. Make it easier. Do this. They pretty much follow a line. That's pretty cool. I really should make them smaller, but you know what? I think this is fun. Great. No, that's not feeling right. It's gonna come off. Okay. Get this to come off. can always come back and put the strips down with the E-curve. It won't be a problem. This right here. Once I get one side, then the other side would be easier to do, which is nice. Oops. I'm going to take this guy off of here. Okay. This right here is starting to look a little bit better. Take some of this brown off a little bit. Is it coming off? It's coming off, kind of. Okay. Let me cover this up first before we continue. I think I'm going to pre-cut everything before I go crazy. This is not working the way I thought it was going to. Not surprising, but also not a problem. Okay. Let's see. See, that looks nice. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's see if I can use something else to cut, because using a tool that big is just not helping right now. I know I have something that I could use. Sharpen. Just gotta find it. I have a million tools and they are everywhere. Oops. This I use to get stuff. I use this to push down the aluminum foil. I have an X-Acto knife without anything in it. It's terrible. No. This over here. Oops. I probably shouldn't go outside. What else do I have? Whatever that is. More stuff, more stuff. It has to be here. Up there, that's great. Let me do. Small bits. They want to be squares. You know, that's important. They are squares, or close to squares, you know. Go. Time is almost up for us. 20 minutes. Let's see if I can get this stuff done in 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to, you know, finish this on my own. What's this? Too big? It's probably too big. And then, yeah, let's make this a little smaller. Oh, I like that. Okay, okay. See, I know you can do it. Just getting it to where you want it to be. It's so much easier to take this to versus curling. You know, so you want to make sure it's going to come up here. Great. Remember, they kind of follow a pattern. You know, so we'll move that up a little bit. We do have that wiggle room, which is nice. And then we're going to put this over here, following that pattern. And that pattern. I think these two, they're supposed to be closer together. Man, I'm excited I'm doing it right. And learning experience. Okay, so let's put this really close, like that. these right here. I know I said I was going to cut them all beforehand, but not so much. That's a little better looking. I like that. That works. That works for me. So let's go ahead and get some more of this cut up. Okay, we're going to take this guy off of here. Okay, great. So figure out, how we're going to do it down here. We're going to make this move over a little bit, like that. See, look at that. Manipulate the clay. Let me put this down. Get these pieces down here. I'm definitely going to pre-cut some of these. Come on, there we go. They get progressively bigger, as you go. So this should be enough. Okay, great. If it curls over, I can't use it. It stinks, but okay, make it closer. Remember, pattern shows it to be closer, but still following the pattern, like that right there. Now that one right there is not big enough. That we're gonna deal with that right now. We're gonna get smaller ones, I think, to come over here, and then they get bigger when they are by the back. So remember, this is the line that we're starting. And they are all going like this. So it looks like they curve over. Let's put that one right there. They don't have to be huge, humongous. Remember, this is an artistic recreation of jungle animal. No. There are different kinds of giraffes. So this is going to be, there we go. See? Artistic representation of a giraffe. And what we can do, we can cheat. Just like that. And I'm going to follow this along. I know they're not even. Yes, I know this, and it is okay that they are not even. I don't mind. We can do little ones right there. Okay. Put this down. Cut some more squares. I'm really excited with how this is turning out. See, once you get it, it looks, I'm probably going to second guess it all later. But it's okay. It's just clay. Okay, there it is. Put that right there. Everything seems to be going in diagonal. Oh, they're all supposed to match. Interesting. Let's move this down a little bit.
What's making, Mom?
Making a giraffe, buddy.
That's for Grandma?
No. Yes, for Grandma.
Does it look like a shoe?
It's supposed to look like a shoe.
I love your wheel.
You love my whale?
Yeah, why does it have holes on top?
Because that's how a whale eats, or how a whale breathes, through a blow spout on top.
If it gets so different,
So weird. So we're gonna make it all even. That's fine. The zoo police gonna come by and be like, "Oh, you did it right." Yeah, that's actually why he posted it. Is because we were talking about Dolly and I brought it up. I'm responding to comments. Oh, apparently I got a fire ant bite on my hands. Look at that. Little blister like that. That's fire ant bite. They are mean. A little bigger pieces right here. Still trying to follow the same pattern. Remember, we're gonna have the hair right here too. We're figuring out how we're gonna do that. I might take another feather and then run it to give it that soft feel. It should be small enough to fit right there. kind of. It's okay. I like it. Okay, wonderful. So we got one side done. Kind of looks like a giraffe. Kind of looks like it's covered in Post-it notes. I'm gonna rub all the squares in to give it a more natural look to it, so it doesn't look like it's just placed. So that will also be helpful when it comes to doing this. Well, I'm hoping it does. Once again, I've never done this, so everything's up in the air how it's going to turn out. And even if I had done it, my stuff never comes out the same way. That's why I have 6 different animals for the figurines. Kept trying to make the dragon. So I came out with the turtle and the cat and the raccoon, all by trying to make a dragon. Okay, those are available for sale, all of them. Just find me on Facebook, and I will gladly talk to you about getting that set up in your house, giving it to you for a new home. Okay, now make sure that we're going this way. Okay, now you're a little even under here. That's fine. Okay. Follow it. Okay, and it started, I follow that line. Let's go ahead and follow that line again. My kid is doing Old McDonald death metal. Just let you guys know what I'm listening to. Okay. I think once I add the feather for the mane, it'll make it look a little bit better than it does right now. That is the hope, right? Okay. That's it, does look a little bit better. Make sure that the dark chocolate is not on the milk chocolate. Yeah. Okay. More squares. It's easier to roll the balls to make dragon scales than it is to do giraffe scales, to be honest with you. It hurts less on the hand though, so that's always nice. This is just so tedious, but worth it. Tedious, but worth it. Okay. Excuse me. Hubby made Dutch babies today, which is like an upside down pancake, and then very thin, and then you cover them in like powdered sugar and like whatever topping you want, and it was incredible. Make it like, can you see that? Okay. I'd probably make some little ones to go right here, so it's not quite such a separation. I think it looks pretty good though. I need to probably 3 rows on each side, yeah. So let's go ahead, we're gonna do some little ones. We're gonna do a thin line, like that. And then we're gonna cut pieces off of it. There we go. I'm going to start this at the eye. Now this is going to get smeared. I know it's going to get smeared because I still have to finish the eye, you know, put the eyelash on and stuff like that. But right now, it needs something there. Can always add some more later. There we go. It's not really a problem. Keep that there. This one by that. See, that's not so bad. It's just this side. You can never make two sides the same. It's the problem I have with eyes too. How are we looking? How are we looking? Good. It's a giraffe. Nice giraffe, right? Not bad. Not bad at all. I'm excited to put the lines in for the shoe part. Like that's the part that I want to see. The brown's there. Okay. And there we go. Able to do. I want to press this in a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what kind of feather I want to use. Oops. See, the slices have enough maneuverability that you can move them into the clay. I'm going to put a piece there. And I know it's going to be like not set up with the pattern, but it's something. There we go. You know, I can just, I think there's, I can see about, I'm going to put a piece right there. Maybe I'll just do dark brown, you know, and then just fringe it up. Let's see about doing that. So we're good. We got all the things on. Now we're going to put the hair right here. So we're gonna, there we go. It's about even under here. I'm going to get some ecru. That looks pretty cool, you know. Definitely giraffe-like. I'm going to separate this portion right here. So it's not supposed to be part. I'm going to go like that. Probably a bit of an issue with the ear, but it's okay because you see that color? I have the yellow right underneath it, which is just fine. I wonder if I should just do it like that. There we go. Now we have the separation, which is good. So it's not supposed to be part of the head on the side there specifically. That looks really neat. That looks really neat. I really like this. I like my giraffe. Not bad for a first time giraffe. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of black on top. And then we're going to do the mane. And that'll be the last thing we're going to be able to do today. I'm going to show this to the customer, see what she thinks. And if she likes it, then we'll continue on. And then this is essentially it. Then we'll continue on, and I'll put all the detail necessary to make this into a pair of shoes, aside from that black hole right there. Okay, so I'm going to make a mane. I want to have it not terribly long. You want to fringe it. It's not a lot of hair. It's just enough. So it sounds weird. Not a lot of hair, just enough. Hold on. We're cutting into little pieces. It looks like a keyboard right now. Wonder if I could go like this. And I can go like, oh, wait a second. What? Like that. Figure out how to do that. Maybe like this. So that's not going to work either. Let's chop off some of it. I'm not trying to chop vegetables. I'm just trying to chop the hair. See if it works. No! Hair and clay. No, it's fine. It's at the bottom. Okay, so you're going to smush it. Get some length. Like this. Really light. Hopefully it'll be fine on the other side. There we go. Okay, look at that. See? A mane. Ready? Oh, yeah. Now the mane goes all the way up. Drop head back. It's actually a better picture. I should have taken this darn picture in the first place. I'm so bad at this. I'm zooming. I can't zoom in anymore. I'm sick. Okay. This is completely different than what I was doing. But let's go ahead and we're going to chop this part off here. Okay. Let's smush this surface down like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. And ladies and gentlemen, I totally messed up the mane. Let's see. I got little pieces here. There we go. Take it off like right there. Hey, where's the part that I chopped off? There it is. That would probably be better. Man, we're almost done. I can't wait. Can't wait to show her. It looks awesome. There we go. Look at that. It's not 100% awesome, perfect, but see, it's not so bad now. Having that back here. We're going to go ahead and sit it down. Get it what we need to do, smush it in, and then we're going to be crazy. We're going to take this piece here. We're going to go like that again. Add it with a little bit more detail for the hair. Oh, this hair looks great. I wish you guys could see this. It looks really good. Okay. Now it looks like we may have forgotten. Oh, look at that. See? I have so many of these pieces just laying around. We need to add a few more dots. It's going to be so awesome when it comes out of the oven. Doesn't really look like the shoe now, but I think I'm going to cover this here with black. Put this here with black, you know, add some ridges to it, like the bottom of an actual shoe. It should be pretty cool. But I think the person would like it. You know, that's what's important, is that the customer and the recipient of said gift like what you do. Okay, apparently I forgot half the. I'm showing you. Oh man, I gotta get a better camera. I know I keep saying that, but I really do. Okay, piece here. Cut it right here on my finger. This is not that sharp. It's sharp enough to cut clay, but that's it. So we're gonna put that right there. Great. Probably some around the neck. I don't know. I was looking at the back of the head right now, but I'm pretty sure there's something coming up down here. And put this right here. Down a little bit. Okay. And there you go. I did it. Okay, great. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. This is the giraffe. We were able to do the correct coloring of the brown right here. Oh, no, hold on. Oh my goodness. Almost forgot. Let's get this part done too. Okay. Just a tip. I don't really want to do mica powder on this. Because then I have to seal it, and then the way the weather's been, it takes forever for the epoxy to work. Oops, I can't lay it down there. Oh no. Okay, so we're going to have to work this around. No idea of being black. I might actually have to do the mica powder. No. See, it's some black, not all black. Let's keep moving around. It's still pretty malleable. I mean, it's going to be, it's hot. Okay, I'm going to go like this. Take that part off here. And there we go. I'm going to go like this. We did not get to the eyelashes today. That's fine. I have plenty of time for this. The person's birthday is not until August, so I expect it to be done next week. And the customer is also receiving the sheep with the grass on it. And I have to say, the moss really was a good idea. I'll show you that when we're done as well. Okay. There you go. Here we go. We were able to do most of the tip, able to do all of this. Remember, so we can get smushed in a bit to make it look a little bit better. We're able to do the mane, color the ears in. All this is going to get smoothed out. Make sure this is more even over here. As soon as I get more black. And oh, it's actually the black that I need. Come on, don't stay. There we go. Put you right there. Look at that. It's not whatnot. It's gonna drive me crazy until this is 100% done. I know, right? I'm like, we're done like 20 minutes ago. Just kidding. We're actually only over by a minute, which is nice. And let me do this part right here too, because I want it to look even. Take pictures. Okay. The tips are supposed to be rounded. Kind of look like they're being charred. It's pretty cool. Put it right there like that. Okay, and then here we go. Without the extra detail for the shoe, this is the giraffe shoe. It's pretty darn close to a giraffe. This is myself. That's it. So thank you very much for joining me tonight. I am Teray with Clearly Homemade. You now see a giraffe shoe. Until next time, I hope you have a great weekend, and I look forward to creating with you again. Good night.